Hi, welcome to the Fort Worth Public Library's College Prep Series. My name is Victor and I am a librarian. I have a master's in library science and a bachelor's in international business.
My name is Tangie and I'm a public education specialist and I have a bachelor's degree in emergency management and public administration.
And my name is Elizabeth and I am a library assistant. I have a bachelor's in English and writing.
We started this video series because we all went to college and had very different experiences, and we want to share with you what we learned to help you feel more confident in your choices.
And so you can avoid some of the mistakes, stress, and confusion we faced when we first started college.
This is a 3-part series, so let's dive right in. I would like to begin our 3-part college prep series by congratulating you. Congratulations, I am promoting you to CEO of your life. You are responsible for academic, financial, and strategic decisions that directly affect you. I know it's a big responsibility, but you can handle it. It's important that you know your role as a teen student because what you do today affects you in the future. You want to put in all that hard work today so that your tomorrow becomes better. Think about it as setting yourself up for success. It's a good comparison. It's like planting a mango seed. If you plant that seed today, you want to put in all that work today so that later in the future you can eat mangoes from your mango tree. In this video, we will be following 3 students that may or may not reflect real life people. They are Tangie, Liz, and Victor. Follow along with us to learn tricks and tips to get the most out of your college experience.
Student Tangie is always busy. She's a member of the Mathlete Club, is editor of the yearbook, and is a member of the student council. She doesn't have much free time or extra money, but she's got big dreams of becoming a magazine editor and believes that attending college is the best path to get there.
Student Liz has been working part-time to buy a car and has been too busy stressing over day-to-day life to think about college. Senior year snuck up on her. While her friends started looking at college's freshman year, she has only just begun the process. Liz isn't valedictorian by a long shot, but she knows college will open up more career opportunities in the future. But this late in the game, can she still get in?
Student Victor works hard to keep his grades up and is a member of a couple of clubs. Chess and debate are his favorites, plus he plays soccer. He took a few AP classes and tests, too, so he's got a few college credits already. That means he'll have fewer classes to take when he gets to college, but he still has no idea what kind of career he wants.
I know what you might be thinking. You want to go to the college with the best football team highlighted on ESPN, the school that everyone in your family went to, and maybe even the school with the most attractive people. And all of that is okay if your reasoning to go to college is based on growth and experience, or if those schools also offer degrees and studies that interest you. There are many types of colleges and universities, and finding the right one can be hard because there's a huge menu of choices. So let's narrow those options down. The first way to pick a college is to choose a major or your specialty. If you are struggling with finding a major, spend some time thinking about what you enjoy doing and the tasks you can spend hours completing and it doesn't feel like work at all. You're not limited to having a career in well-known jobs, so do your research. It may take some time to figure this part out, but that's normal and okay. Your future job may require 6 months to 10 years of college. Jobs requiring 6 months to a year of school or a certificate include a cosmetologist, a pilot, a web developer, and a legal aid. Jobs that require 8 to 10 years worth of school or a doctorate degree includes, of course, doctors, judges, research scientists, and professors. Once you know what you want to be and how long you'll need to be in school, your major will influence the type of school or university you'll attend. So let's briefly discuss community colleges, technical colleges, and mission-focused universities and colleges. It should also be noted that public colleges like UT Austin and private colleges like TCU are other types of colleges, and the major difference between the two is that private colleges cost more tuition. Community colleges can offer a certificate and a 2-year degree called an associate's degree. Many students who attend junior colleges get their associates and then enroll in a 4-year school to receive their bachelor's degree. Community colleges are great because it allows students to take their basic courses like English and math for thousands of dollars less. Enrolling in junior college can be a good idea if you're still choosing a major. Just make sure the university you plan to attend later on accepts those credits. Technical colleges are for students who know the exact career path they want to take. The curriculum at these institutes focus on preparing you for a specific career, and most of the career options offered at these colleges are in music, fine arts, engineering, or technical sciences. There's also specialized universities and colleges, and these include religious, single-sex, historically Black colleges, and Hispanic-serving institutes. Although these schools focus on offering higher education to groups traditionally marginalized, many of these schools do accept students that do not fit in these particular groups. In fact, historically Black colleges like Paul Quinn College in Dallas and Prairie View A&M near Houston have a population of non-African American students who make up to 5 to 20% of the student body. So again, when choosing a college, think about what drives you to be successful and work from there.
Do your career research so you know exactly what you're going to college for. Check out our databases at fortworthlibrary.org, where you can find Learning Express. Find out about nursing, teaching, law enforcement, federal careers, and more. Learning Express is an online resource you have access to with your library card.
The Fort Worth Library also offers the Job Now database. The Skill Surfer and eParachute are two great tools for exploring careers and studying for school. There is live digital tutoring available, plenty of test prep, and you can even get help with your current high school classes if you need to boost your grades.
College is expensive. It's a big investment of time and money. So make sure you pick your school with your career in mind, as certain schools specialize in certain programs.
Liz has chosen to attend a local community college because they offer classes at flexible hours to work with her job, and it is close by, so she can live at home. Community college is a good place for Liz to get started on college until she makes a more concrete plan.
Tangie has done her research and discovered that the best journalism program in the nation is at an out-of-state school. It's more expensive and far away from her family, but Tangie believes that the prestige and opportunity to learn from some of the most experienced people in the field is worth it. She's excited to travel and meet new friends.
Victor worked really hard to keep his grades up, and it paid off. He's in the top 10% of his class. That means he is automatically accepted into any Texas public college. Victor wants to choose a Texas university in a big city. After focusing so much on his grades in high school, it will be nice to explore new places and new ideas.
If you don't automatically get accepted in the Texas Top 10% program, or if you have chosen to attend a specialty, private, or out-of-state college, you will need to fill out a college application. Thanks to the internet, a lot of schools have started using what's called a universal application. What that means is instead of having to fill out one application for each school, one at a time, you can go online and fill out one application and use it to apply to many schools all at once. Let me introduce you to applytexas.org. Applytexas.org is an amazing resource. The website lists Texas's 2- and 4-year colleges and lets you see all the different majors offered by each school. One of the best parts of applytexas.org is that you can create and submit a universal application to multiple Texas schools without having to fill out the same information over and over and over and over. In addition to your college application, you may have to pay an application fee or submit other application documents, such as a personal essay or letters of recommendation. This is your chance to brag about yourself and let colleges know what makes you a unique student. It's basically your first college assignment. Writing not your strongest skill? That's okay. One of the most important skills you will learn in college is the power of collaboration. So, your entrance essay is a great place to start. If you need help, feel free to ask a teacher, tutor, or another trusted adult to help you proofread your essay before you send it in. That way you'll feel confident that you did the best you possibly could. The Fort Worth Library Foundation has an incredible college application assistance program called Launchpad. Launchpad offers local students free professional assistance and counseling on the college application process with Foundation Director Dr. Paula Tyler. This includes help with writing college essays and scholarship applications, as well as guidance on college readiness and selection.
They give you a start, and then they help you along the whole way on how to apply for scholarships, how to apply to all these different schools, how to get in on time, and stuff like that. So the process is so much easier, and you can actually enjoy the end where I got an acceptance letter and you're not totally stressed out and everything. So
178 students benefited from Launchpad's help last year, receiving more than $3.4 million in scholarship offers.
There's another big part of applying for college that we haven't talked about yet. Entrance exams.
If you haven't heard the news, some colleges and universities are making the SATs and ACTs optional due to COVID. Now, the good thing about not having to take the test is that you can save the $60 it costs to pay, you don't have to study, and you don't have to find a testing location. But the bad news is that it's one less way for colleges and universities to see how great you are, and your dependence on getting into a particular school will solely be based on your high school performance. Not taking the test may also limit your ability to receive some merit-based scholarships, so you'll have to check with the admissions office at your college to learn if scores are required to receive a scholarship. SATs and ACTs are tests that help admission officers decide whether or not you can handle the course load at their school. Colleges and universities really don't have a preference for one over the other, so it's up to you to decide which test is the best for you to take. Let's look at the structure of both of these tests so you can decide which option is best for you. The SAT includes reading, writing and language, math, and an optional essay, and the ACT includes English, math, reading, science reasoning, and an optional essay. The SAT has 5 reading passages and no science, but the ACT has 4 reading passages and 1 science section. Students who've taken the ACT say that the science area is less about your knowledge of science and more about your critical thinking skills. Now let's talk about math. The math area of the SAT accounts for half your grade and goes over math, algebra 1 and 2, geometry, trigonometry, and data analysis. And some parts of the test do not allow you to use a calculator, but you are able to use the formula sheet. Take this test if you're not comfortable with the higher level of math. The math area of the ACT accounts for a fourth of your grade and covers math, algebra 1 and 2, geometry, trigonometry, probability, and statistics, and you are allowed to use your calculator on all math questions. And last, if you're planning to take either of these tests more than once for the best grade, please note that the SAT does require you to pay a higher price for score choice, and that some schools don't accept score choice. The ACT, however, does allow you to send your best grade whenever you like. If you're still undecided on which test is the best format for you, spend some time and take the SAT and ACT practice test.
Once you've taken your entrance exams, you'll get a score back, but it is nothing like the grades you've gotten before. You're probably used to ABC or maybe like 50 to 100, but the ACT and the SAT are graded on a different scale. It's kind of complex, so I'll try to simplify it for you. The SAT is graded in 2 parts, a reading-writing section and math. Each part is given a grade between 200 and 800 points. Those points are then added together to give you your final SAT score, between 400 and 1600 points total. The ACT is broken up into 4 parts: math, science, English, and reading. Each of those sections is graded on a scale from 1 to 36. Your 4 scores are then added up and averaged to get your final ACT score. The national average SAT score is 1051 and the average ACT score is 21. There are many other factors that go into calculating your score. Both tests offer a full grading explanation on their websites, including sample score sheets and info packets.
One of the biggest stressors about going to school is wondering how you're going to pay for it. So we brought in a couple of college experts to get some much needed answers about where you can find some money for school.
Hi, my name is Jack Parsley and I work for Tarrant County College in Community Outreach.
Greetings, my name is Brian English. I'm from the UT Youth Engagement Center here in Dallas, in the Dallas area with the University of Texas at Austin.
My first question for you is, what is a FAFSA and how do students apply for it?
FAFSA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid and can be completed electronically on the website www.fasfa.gov. You can apply for the FAFSA the fall semester of your senior year of high school. The application opens on October 1st of each year. The FAFSA is the government's way of looking at your family's financial situation to see if you qualify for more money to pay for college. The money that you're awarded does not have to be paid back, but you do have to apply every year for the FAFSA when you're enrolled in college. The maximum award amount that you may receive is about $6,000 per year and can be used at any college or university. If you need help filling out your FAFSA application, please reach out to your school's counselor or a financial aid representative at TCC or at any institution you plan on attending. When filling out the application, you will be asked which colleges you are interested in attending. Whatever colleges you submit will receive your FAFSA information, so the money you are awarded can be applied directly to your tuition and fees. You will receive a financial aid award letter confirming how much money you received for the academic year.
Now, what is the difference between a grant and a loan?
So in order to apply for financial aid and understand what it is, the definition is money that helps students pay for their educational expenses. And so this money comes in a couple of different forms, a few different forms. It can come in the form of grants and scholarships, loans, work study, or tuition reimbursement. We'll talk more about loans and grants in a little bit, but grants and scholarships are free gift aid that are given to students that don't need to be paid back. Loans is money that's given for financial aid that does have to be paid back with interest. Work study is similar to having an on-campus job where you're supplied with a job as a student, and that money goes toward helping pay for the cost of attendance. And then tuition reimbursement is usually from an employer to an employee to help cover expenses of classes.
Students are going to keep hearing the words subsidized and unsubsidized loans. So what are they and which one is the best to use?
First, just a reminder that all loans need to be paid back. With subsidized loans, the interest is paid by the Department of Education while you are still enrolled at least half-time in college. With unsubsidized loans, though, the interest begins accruing as soon as the loan is dispersed, including while you're still enrolled in school. So ultimately, subsidized loans will be better because you will not have as much interest accruing on the loan.
Now, my last question for you is, if a student would like to get a scholarship, where can they look for those and how do they get them?
Scholarships are a great way to pay for college without having to pay that money back like you do when you get a loan. Most applications can be completed completely online. There are many great search engines online that you can use to narrow down your search. Some of these include College Board, FastWeb, or scholarships.com. These are all great tools that help you make sure that you're qualified for all the scholarships that you're applying to. That way you don't waste time applying to scholarships that you wouldn't apply for. Please make sure that you never pay to apply for a scholarship. It should always be free to apply for scholarships.
Find information about scholarships. First of all, this is a general financial aid information website, studentaid.ed.gov. You can get a wealth of information from there. You can go to our website through our university that you see listed here. It's our admissions website, but there's a scholarship portion there. You can find not just scholarships to UT, but from all over. Every Chance, EveryTexan.org. And then Fort Worth ISD actually has a phenomenal scholarship page. So I encourage you to visit all of these and find out how to get this free money.
Each year, the TCC Foundation awards 1,500 scholarships that are valued at about $1.5 million total in financial aid. These scholarships can be found on our website, www.tccd.edu, and you can use our little search bar and just search the word scholarships. For help finding and filling out scholarship applications, please reach out to your school counselor and other community partners like the Fort Worth Public Library.
This is our contact information. Again, we are the UT Youth Engagement Center in Dallas. You'll see our website and our email address listed here. We would love to hear from you. We'd love to learn how we can help you. Again, my name is Brian English, and thank you so very much.
If financial aid and scholarships won't cover all of your expenses and your parents aren't able to foot the bill, then get like Rihanna and go to work. Did you know that many schools offer an opportunity to work a campus job called Work Study? Work Study is a federal needs-based program, and it allows you to work and pay for school. The jobs vary according to the campus needs, and you can receive between $2,000 and $4,000 per year that you don't have to pay back. In order to be eligible for the work-study program, you'll have to prove your need by filling out a FAFSA form. But remember, everyone who applies for work-study isn't a shoo-in to get the job.
If you are prepping for your college journey, Fort Worth Library has a wide selection of books, computers, and databases to help you. Don't quite know what career sounds interesting? Books like What Color is Your Parachute or I Can Get Paid for That can help give you ideas. Need some help writing your entrance essay? We've got computers you can use, writing style guides, or a friendly library staff member could help you proofread. Trying to prep for the SAT, ACT, or AP exams? The library has the Learning Express database and the latest test prep books with practice exams and study guides to help relieve some test anxiety. And we have books that list hundreds of scholarships, grants, and financial aid tips. Whew! That was a lot of information. But you made it through College Prep 101. Congratulations. It's time for a hydration break and a snack. Join us for our next video, College Prep 102, where we'll be discussing what life in college is like, and we'll share some personal tips to help make the first semester go a little bit smoother. See you there!